The other big news of the week, of course, is after a day of will they or won't they, Prince Harry arrived at Clarence House for a meeting with King Charles, their first in 19 months. Richard Kay, front page of the Daily Mail. Of course, what can you tell us so far?
Well, details are scant, and what is interesting is that the reason, the meeting was agreed, and clearly there were some rules set down before it happened, and one of those was that Harry had to once zip it and not rush out afterwards and give an interview. Of course, I'm sure Richard will jump in here and say it's early days and there's still time for him to betray any confidences. But so far, and it has to be said, there was a statement put out by both Prince Harry's team and, of course, by Buckingham Palace about what took place, which was they sat down for tea. Both parties have agreed to the same form of words, and there's been nothing different. The question remains is, will Harry observe this omerta, or will he be tempted into saying something? He did respond to a shouted question a little while later on after the meeting. Someone shouted out asked how his father was, and he said he's really well. So there was some positive news too. But the key thing was that the meeting actually took place. As you said, 19 months, it's a very long time. An awful lot of turbulent water has gone under this particular royal bridge.
And do you think that we're at a point where the King can trust Harry to, in your words, zip it?
I'm not sure we've reached that point yet, but I think it's an ice-breaking moment. We'll see. I mean, he clearly wants to trust his son. You've got to remember, he had a very warm relationship with Prince Harry. Of his two sons, he was always closest to Harry, and that's tragically no longer exists, at least not in the way it did. I think because of his cancer treatment, because of everything else that's going on around him, the King would like nothing more than a proper reconciliation with his son. If nothing else, it would allow him to properly meet his two grandchildren living in California, who he's barely seen.